Good day, students. You are welcome to class today. Hope you are enjoying yourself. Quickly today, we want to look at rice with the botanical name Oryza Sativa. Now, we want to look at the history of rice, the cultural practices in rice production. We want to discuss the pests and diseases affecting rice production. Now, the history of rice. Rice is of the member of the grass family called Gramineae, and it's also a cereal. And then we have the cultivars. Last class I told you that cultivar means types or varieties. Now we have swamp rice and upland rice. Swamp rice, this one you plant them where? In a swampy area. Upland rice, you plant the rice where you have, soil without without enough water. Now, cultural practices. Now, the first one is land preparation. You plow your land, you harrow, and then you reach. Now, let's look at the climatic and soil requirements. Now, the climatic requirement or the rainfall requirement for rice is 75 cm to 120 cm. And then rice requires what? Light, fertile soil. Now, the planting dates. Now, in the southern part of Nigeria, you plant your rice from April to May, while in the northern part of Nigeria, it's around August to September. Now, rice, you must practice nursery for rice production. Now, swamp rice requires nursery done in fertile, water-soaked soil. Without nursery, you will not be able to plant your swamp rice. Now, fertilizer application. Now, you apply NPK fertilizer. I told you last class, NPK fertilizer means nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. 150 kg per hectare, 3 bags per hectare. Now, let's look at maturity and harvesting. Now, maturity period of rice, 4 and 7 months. Now, we have some that will mature by the 1st month, and we have some that will mature by the 7th month, now depending on the variety. Now, let's look at harvesting. Now, how do you harvest your rice? You make use of your sickle. We've talked about sickle when we're talking about farm tools. You make use of your sickle or your combined harvester. Last class I talked about combined harvester also. Now, processing. Now, the moment you are done harvesting, we have some methods in which you will use to process your rice. Now, the first thing you will do after harvest is to sun dry. And then the next one, you thresh. You heat it so that the shaft can move away, and then you have your rice. Now, winnowing. The moment you are done heating, you winnow. You get the direction of the wind for the shaft to move away and for you to have your rice. Now, after you are done with that, you parboil it. This is very, very important, because if you don't parboil for 12 to 15 hours, the moment you are hulling, the rice will begin to break. Then you don't have long grains anymore. It's going to be short grains. And so it's important for you to parboil. So you're going to parboil for 12 to 15 hours. And then the moment you do that, you are done with that, you hull. Now you sun dry this, and then you pound it again. When you are done pounding, now you have what is known as the polishing. Now here, you remove the outer part of the rice. Now, where you have the vitamins, where you have the protein, and then where you have the good part of the rice. And so the moment you polish, then you have a rice like this that's as white as this. Okay, you have taken the bran away, and so you have it as this. Now, the implication is that you have taken the vitamins away, you have taken the minerals away, and so the moment you consume this, it is very, very sure that if you don't eat it with vegetable or with protein, you can have a disease called beriberi, deficiency of beriberi. And so, when you are done polishing, you have something like this. Now, let's look at the pests and diseases. Now, we have the birds. The pests are the birds, the rodents, and the rice weevils. Now, the birds will feed on it, while if you don't harvest early enough, the rodent will also feed on it if you don't harvest it early. And then the rice weevil, if you don't bag it well or you do not preserve it well. Now let's look at the diseases. We have rice smooths, rice bleed, and then brown leaf spot. In your Google class, you will learn more about some of these diseases. Thank you for your patience and see you in the Google class. Have a wonderful day.